Hello, welcome back to Are You Just Writing a Book or Are You Starting an Author Business? My name is Felicia Kelly Brookins, and I am your host here on Inspired Resources LLC. And I am going to talk with you today about another very important area when it comes to determining if you are writing a book or building an author business. Now, over the years, I've learned that writing a book and building an author career are two very different things. I am the author of multiple books. I am the founder of a mental health advocacy group where we discuss mental health with our youth and our teens. I have a series that is called the Ways Trilogy, and my stories have expanded beyond the pages of the book. They have become stage productions, theatrical vignettes, they are workshops, workbooks, community programs. I'm also a two-time award-winning Best Screenwriter recipient of the Jackson Film Festival. I founded the Write the Vision Writers Workshop, Inspired Resources LLC for aspiring authors and writers. And I also use my platform to do stage readings and to have conversations around mental health, intergenerational trauma, and emotional and spiritual subjects that we need to discuss. Now, I'm sharing my accomplishments with you, not to just tell you who I am or give you a list of things that I've done, but I'm sharing those accomplishments with you because I want to demonstrate and show to you what can happen when you decide that you are ready to do more than write a book. When you decide that you are ready to have an author business, then that is where we come in, Inspire Resources LLC, and give you some tips that can be helpful to you to help you get your book to that final destination. So, I want to open up with a question today. And that question is, are you writing a book or are you building an author business? Are you writing a book or are you building an author business? Because writing a book is just creative work. I said that before in part one of this series, and I want to emphasize that again. Writing a book is creative work. If that's what you want to do and that is all you want to accomplish with that, then great. But if you want to take it another level, then you want to look at the business of being an author. Author business requires that you have a strategy. Okay, you have to have a strategy when it comes to the business of books. And that is what every really serious author needs to understand. Now, let's get into it. We're going to be talking today about part two of are you just writing a book or are you building an author business? So our second point of focus area for today is going to be on book promotion because that is so very important, along with a lot of other things. But that book promotion, that visibility, you got to focus in on that. You have to put in some work when you're doing that. So I'm going to give you 5 tips that I think would be very helpful to you when it comes to writing your book and getting it out there visible among your audience and your future fans. Number 1, begin promotions before the book is available. I think you should start at least 6 months out with promoting your book, teasing people, getting them ready, doing a save the date, doing, hey, I've got a surprise or I got a secret that I want to share. Start getting people interested in what's coming. They're going to start looking forward to it. Let your audience know, hey, this book is for kids, that I'm writing. You can let them know why you were inspired to write the book. You can tell them things about what problem or experience it can address and how it can be helpful to them. Just kind of tease them a little bit about 6 months out before your book gets ready to drop. Okay, because that's part of your promotion, letting them know that the book is coming, letting them know that you have some exciting news, coming out about the book, and that gets them pumped and ready, and they start paying attention to look for what's coming down the pipe from you as an author. Okay, so that was number one, begin promotion before the book is available. The next important thing I want to focus on in the area of promotion is promoting your conversation, promoting the conversation about the book. Okay, constantly posting the book cover, you know, with the words, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, click this link. That's not a full promotional strategy. Okay. You got to do more than just say, buy my book, click right here and get this book. You need to create some content to go along with that. You know, get some ideas from inside the book, from your book manuscript. What are some things that you can share or put out there when you put that book cover out there that may keep that person's attention? Other than just buy the book. Buy the book. Why? You have to pique their interest, okay? Talk to them or post about, let's say your book is about some type of emotional trauma. Talk about what's the cost of keeping silent on something like that. Talk about maybe how children need a safe space, or adults, it's important that they pay attention to these particular signs. Talk about maybe the differences, between privacy and then keeping secrets that may be hurtful later on in the future. That is a teaser, but it gets your readers, future readers and fans attention, about the book that you're writing. Again, it piques their interest. It gets them to looking forward to the book being published. Okay, so getting a conversation or discussion started is also part of book promotion. All right. Number two, promoting the conversation, not only the cover. Make sure you write that one down. My next tip for you is going to be create multiple entry points into your book. And you may say, well, Felicia, what do you mean create multiple entry points into a book? Well, not every book or not every reader of that book is going to discover your book or find your book the same way. Okay, it's not going to be through the same medium or way of content. One person may be more interested in watching a video to hear about what your book is about. Somebody else may see a quote and that gets their attention on social media. Maybe they come to something and you're speaking and you get their attention that way through your discussion. Maybe you write an article, around what your book is going to be about. That is another entry point or a different way that you can expose and introduce your book to an audience. It's important that you use different formats. You can do a live reading. You can do a podcast. You can create a newsletter and email it out. You can share your book excerpts. You can record them maybe on Canva and give it a thumbnail and put it out there on your social media pages. You can create a YouTube discussion around your book. Those are multiple entry points into introducing someone to your book. That's tip number 3. Next, when it comes to book promotion, my next tip for you is give each book a promotional angle. Give your book a promotional angle. Don't try to promote every single thing that's in the book at the same time. You got plenty of time, plenty of content and material in that book. You just may not know it yet. I would say that you should begin by identifying what is the strongest angle when it comes to your book. What's the strongest angle in your book or book series? That is where you need to start your promotional campaign. Okay, start with that one. Your book may be on marriage, it may be on conflict, your book may be on betrayal, it may be on, how to make $1 million in 12 months. Whatever is your strongest angle in that book is where you need to start. It can give you the traction that you need, especially when it comes time to doing your pre-orders of your books. Your promotional angle makes a difference. It tells them, the reader, what, again, your brand or platform is going to be. And that helps to determine their interests, and it helps to keep their interests. Okay? So again, number 4, give each book a promotional angle. Start with the strongest one that's in your book. And my final tip for you when you're deciding if you're just writing a book or if you're trying to start an author business, continue promoting after your launch. Continue promoting after your book launch. Your focused message is easier for an audience to understand when they continue to see you putting that out there in front of them. Just because the book came out last year doesn't mean that that book is old and nobody's interested in it anymore. You have to make it interesting. It still has a lot of great content and material in it that you can use, and you have to continue to promote your book, because if you act like you're not interested in it, why should anybody else be interested in it? Promote your book as though you are interested in your book, and other people will be interested in it too. You can do things like have a 1-year anniversary celebration online of the book. Maybe create a community program around the 1-year celebration of your book being published, okay? Or 2-year, 3-year. Again, just don't throw it to the side because it's old. Maybe you can find something to connect it to from a news story or a radio story, or maybe a post that you saw. That's another way to revive it and keep it being promoted way after it's already come out from the original launch. You could do workshops. You could create products around your book. Depending on the time of year where your book may fit in, you can do something seasonal. But again, tip 5, make sure that you continue to promote your book long after your book launch is done. The original publication date does not matter. Do I need to say that again? The original publication date of your book does not matter. What matters is that the message in that book stays relevant. That's all I have. I hope that this has been helpful to you as we talk about whether or not you are just writing a book or are you trying to create an author business. My name is Felicia Kelly Brookins. I am the founder of Inspired Resources, LLC, author of Aspiring Authors and Writers Workshop. And if you would love to connect with me, or network with me, or you need some writing tips, or you need some help getting started, reach out to me at author Felicia Kelly Brookins, and I'll be glad to assist you. You can email me as well, authorfeliciabrookins@gmail.com. Connect with me on social media. Let me be a help to you in determining if you're just writing a book or if you are trying to start an author business.